The Goldilocks planet is not too hot, not too cold, and has liquid water. Is this Neptune or Earth?
Earth.
Correct. Earth is the Goldilocks planet that is not too hot and not too cold. Scientists believe that life only exists on Earth-like planets. Is this because Earth has an atmosphere or liquid water?
Atmosphere.
Scientists believe that life only exists on Earth-like planets because of liquid water. What are some of the properties of liquid water that we know today? Well, I can think of a few properties, like when water freezes, it turns into...
No, can I?
It creates...
Can I ask first? Can I go first?
Alright. What do you got? What are some of the properties, what are some of the capabilities of liquid water that makes it unique amongst the elements?
One of them is at when the water freezes, it gets the wigglets and cold water to go right in it, and then it gets all freezed up to turn into ice.
Oh, yes. Yes, when water freezes, it turns to ice. Now that ice has a buoyancy. And buoyancy is the ability of an object to float along a liquid surface, all right? So the ice, when it forms, it's created by the molecules of water creating like a grid-like structure. And this grid-like structure creates pockets of air within it, right? So it creates an expanded space.
I thought we had more cushions.
That way, liquid water itself, even though it has a higher temperature, is more densely packed than the frozen type with less temperature. But potential energies, though, we got to consider energies. Because it takes more energy, a removal of energy, right, in a negative sense, right? So it's like it builds up a potential of energy exchange, but in a negative number form, right? It's kind of like an imaginary number. We'll think of an imaginary way. But anyway, so when the ice freezes, it expands and it holds above the surface of the water, allowing the temperature below it to be warmer than the temperature outside of it, right? So it's almost like it creates a mini atmosphere within the atmosphere. Like layers of an onion getting peeled back, and the process makes you cry. That's why knowledge is so hard to learn. It takes time to develop. So that's why we got to consider things. So sometimes when they say this liquid water atmosphere question, perhaps the real correct answer is both. Scientists believe that life only exists on Earth-like planets because it has the ability to perform an atmosphere and the possession of liquid water. However, there may be other unique and undiscovered elements that still can contain similar properties to water. Wouldn't that be amazing? And then those creatures, those life forms that are produced from this other chemical, this other element that has similar properties, may exist in different sizes, different capabilities, different languages, but we have to be able to first you have to be able to understand the concept in one level of the onion before you can peel the onion back and get to the next level. But you better believe there's going to be a lot of tears when you tear it open. I know, it's so funny. Life is a joke. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Hey,
Ha ha.
Hey, can I do one?
All right.